This video will give an introduction to 3D printing a SOLIDWORKS model of a Racecar using a Makerbot. This model can be found by first running SOLIDWORKS software, going into the design library, then clicking SOLIDWORKS Educator Curriculum, specifically 2015, and then select the folder labeled Racecar Project and extract the appropriate files. We will be using the SOLIDWORKS assembly file called Racecar under the Photo View folder. We are not going to make any changes to this model, so we can go ahead and convert it to an STL file and load it into the Makerbot desktop software. Although the warning says the file is too big, we can use the scale function to adjust its size to fit on the 3D printer surface. Next, we can rotate and then lay it flat on the surface so that it is easier for the printer to print. As you can see, once the printer reaches a certain point on the model, it loses its base to print upon. This happens when the wheels meet the body and the printer has no support to print the body on. Now that we know this, we can go back to SOLIDWORKS and make some changes. We will need to modify settings within the Makerbot software to add supports while printing. To further demonstrate this, we can change the angle of the tail of the car so that supports will be needed underneath it as well. We want to edit the sketch, so we will look for the specific part, which in this case is Extrude 2, and expand it to find the sketch of the tail. Next, highlight the entire sketch by holding and dragging the mouse and pressing Display Delete Relations, and then deleting all relations. By getting rid of these, we can rotate the part freely. Then press Move Entities and scroll down for Rotate Entities. For entities to rotate, again we can highlight the entire sketch. For the center of rotation, we will pick the midpoint of this arc and then increase the angle to about 35 degrees. Finally, we are done, so we can exit the sketch, convert the model to an STL file, and load it back into the Makerbot desktop software. We can repeat the same steps we did previously, except this time we will choose to do a print preview. We can see that there are currently no supports for this print. We can change that by exiting the preview, going into settings, and checking support in the supports and bridging section. Running a second print preview, we can now see the added supports. Now we can save the file on the USB and print with hopefully no problems or mess. The last step is to peel off the base and supports. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.